I have made yet another terrible financial decision, guys. And it was buying all these packages. But as you may already know if you watched the first installment of this, these aren't exactly my packages. At least they probably weren't originally intended to be. What I was promised are supposedly lost and undeliverable packages. Now, is that really what they are? I don't know. Last time we got some seemingly good stuff, as well as some absolute junk. All of it packaged together with an overwhelming aura of sketchiness. So naturally, I decided to buy more. For some fucking reason. But either way, I'm sure it's going to be very interesting to see all the random items we come out with this time. So without further ado, let's start tearing into these. Okay, let's get into this. To fill in anybody who doesn't know, I got these packages from the exact same place as I got the previous packages. And it was seemingly from a liquidation business called Lost and Found. They're the ones that, according to their story, bought a bunch of Lost Mail pallets and then opened them all and repackaged them all to ensure that there wasn't any hazardous material in them or, anything too valuable. And then resold them at a per package deal. A quick lore update on this company. Upon the arrival of this second volley of packages, they have gone completely dark. Their Facebook account is gone, their selling platform is gone. Like, they're just straight up gone. They're done. But with that all out of the way, let's see what random shit they pawned off on us this time. We're starting off with this mid-sized Amazon box. I'm not sure if this was actually from Amazon or not. They repackage everything anyway. Our first mystery item is... What the fuck? What the fuck is this? We got the Brookstone Touch Control Deep Tissue Precision Massager. Oh, hell nah. As you can see, this was already opened and possibly used. And because I can't really know for sure what exactly they massaged with this, I'm not going to take the risk of opening it. It could have been shoved places we dare not mention. And with those type of activities, there's always the possibility of some residue still being on it. Hell, if I hit this thing with a black light, it might just light up like a fucking disco ball. Regardless of all that, it was likely a Amazon return, I think. But I'm too squeamish to investigate any further on this one. Okay, let's quickly move on to the next one. This one's kind of interesting because they left a price sticker on it, implying that they might have been trying to sell these at an actual physical store. And it's also a lot less than what I paid for it. Like, I know you paid between $8 and $9 per package, but just so you know, we valued it at like a third of that. Just from sound alone, I can already tell there's like a DVD in here. So the question is, what are we watching for movie night tonight? The Ultimate History of Ferrari. Follow the story of the racing classic. There's definitely a lot of like grime and dirtiness on it, which was a common theme of last video. If you're already opening it and repackaging it, you can't like hit it with a disinfectant wipe real quick. Is this even an American DVD? I've never seen this rating system before. Fucking E for everyone looking ass. Oh, never mind. That means exempt from classification. We're really starting off with a bang with our first two items. We can massage ourselves while looking at Ferraris. I guess that's one way I can spend my evening. We'll do these other two flat ones next. No fucking way. We got what was probably a random eBay lot of watches, it looks like. Come on, show me a Rolex. We got this Minecraft obsidian block looking ass one. This definitely not real gold, the little angel one. This one that looks kind of fancy. Oh. And then probably the best looking one, which is this one. Kind of tragic that they wound up in my hands instead of the guy who fixes watches who probably ordered these to begin with. Okay, let's see if whatever's in here is better than random women's watches. Okay, let's see. Something sports card related. Tops now. We're probably not gonna get any rare Michael Jordans this time. Oh, you're fucking kidding me, right? This is ridiculous. Another graded card? I don't understand this company. They give me literal junk, and then they give me a graded card? You're fucking with me. We got Anthony Davis from the Lakers. Okay, looks pretty cool. And our grade is a 9. Okay, good news and bad news. I just scanned this QR code here, and it does work and takes you to the official PSA website. So this thing might actually be real. But it also told me that it's approximately worth like $7 or something. So it isn't anything too crazy, but it is still pretty cool. In a head-to-head contest, I thought the broken-ass women's watches were going to be harder to beat, honestly. That just speaks for how low the lows can be with these packages. But our boy Anthony Davis here definitely clutched up for us, though. Let's follow up our great triumph with probably a disappointment. Package it like fucking Fort Knox. Okay, we got a plastic bag with some cold sore medicine in it. Don't worry, guys. It's not expired. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I didn't have a herpes medicine on my bingo card for this video. It's just so fucking random. Also, this one is like absolutely filthy. What is that? You know, somebody in the last video commented that I should be wearing gloves for this. And I totally forgot about that comment until just now. Just everything here just has a thick layer of grime to it. If I licked my fingers right now, I'd probably accidentally bring the Black Plague back or something. Or, you know, just get mouth herpes. Okay, on to the next one. Looks like we have a clothing item of some kind. I don't even dare guess what could possibly be on this t-shirt. What the fuck is that? Something actually officially licensed with DC? I don't know what that guy is. I might be out of the loop, but I don't know what this is. Okay, pause real quick. This is Tanner from the future speaking to you through a rip in the space-time continuum, also known as editing. This shirt is from a brand called Bathing Ape, or Bape for short. Like I said before, I'm not super familiar with this type of stuff, so I actually don't know how popular this brand is, but it collabed with DC at some point, so that's something. The tags look convincing, but this printing feels cheap as hell. Like, this is the printing I expect from, like, Temu. Yeah, this looks like it would be something probably Supreme adjacent or something, but in my opinion, this is fake as hell. Okay, so after the fact, I decided to actually verify if it's real or not before I toss it out or wipe my ass with it or something. So I downloaded this random authentication app where you can just send them pictures and they'll supposedly tell you if it's real or not. I dropped 6 of my hard-earned dollars on this, by the way. But 2 separate independent experts looked over my photos and unanimously agreed that it's actually real. I know I was just dogging on it hard for its quality, but I must have just been really sketched out or something. This is crazy though, because I don't know what it retailed for, but it could be worth hundreds, I think, if it's real. Before we get to our big packages, let's do these 2 smaller ones first. Ooh, we got some Pokemon cards. It doesn't seem like anything special, it's just one of these starter decks. But also, it could be an eBay order with a bunch of rare cards, and they just packaged it in this box. I'm manifesting a first edition Charizard. It looks like it was definitely the starter deck, and I don't see anything hiding in here. That's a tragedy. I don't think you can convince me that somebody actually ordered this. Like, this was definitely just sitting around at the seller's house, and he just packaged it up to get rid of it. I just can't prove it. And this one seems to be just some glasses. Some stylish ones. But nothing all that special, I don't think. Hold up, pause. Pause the fucking video. I hate to interrupt from the future again, but this one can't be my fault. I swear they sell shit that looks identical to this on Amazon for like $8.99. But I looked up the brand and the specific model, and these are actually a little valuable. I don't know who this maker is, but people sure are paying like $80 to be rocking these bad boys. But now we're on to our two larger packages, starting off with this one that is just mangled. Like, goddamn, this one must have went through the war. It also kind of smells bad. That explains it. I was gonna say it had the overwhelming smell of dust and old people. It's because it's a bunch of old-ass yarn. God damn, what is that shit? Now that I've moved it and disrupted it a little, that smell is becoming fucking unbearable. It smells like dust and shit and cigarette smoke. Oh my god. Okay, now that that's been disposed of and my space has been completely aired out, so let's see if we can redeem ourselves with our last package. Looks like we just got a bunch of Beanie Babies. Guys, I think I hit the jackpot. I think I can retire off of this. If you don't know, these are actually just completely worthless. But as for characters, it looks like we have a classic teddy bear, a chameleon, a husky, I think, a bunny rabbit, and probably the coolest one, this little hamster. Looking back on our spoils for today, we had some high highs and some very low lows. I'm kind of torn still on whether or not this opening is better than the last one. I think all our big scores might have been canceled out a bit by the actual biohazards we encountered. The fumes from that fucking yarn may have legitimately shortened my lifespan by decades. I cannot express just how bad that smelled. It's burned into my nose and it is horrific. But if you'd excuse me, I have something very important to do now. I want to thank you so much for watching. It really means the most to me. Doing this again was a ton of fun regardless of the actual stuff we got. And most importantly, I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Huge disclaimer here. If you see something like this advertised online, don't spend your money on it. There is absolutely no guarantee that you will get anything good at all. You can end up with a ton of junk, or worst case scenario, it can be a literal scam. Instead, you should just live vicariously and watch me flush all my money down the toilet, because I think I'm going to do at least one more Lost Mail extravaganza, opening all the rest of the packages I got from this company before it was purged out of existence. It might be fun to do it around Christmas time, maybe. The jolly vibes might help us get through it. So definitely keep an eye out for that, and check out the first installment if you haven't already. But that's all I got for now. I hope you have an absolutely amazing day, and I'll see you in the next one.
I want some cheeseburgers just to eat. I'm talking ketchup, my nigga mustard on the beat. You gotta put a lot of lettuce, please, because I like to have a lot of grease. I remember eating outside with my whole team. Now a nigga gotta stay home cause of quarantine.